Right, guys. So I gave you some stuff to look at. And again, in terms of my stuff, I would never give you homework. I really, really hate giving people homework. Did anyone get a chance to have a glance at these? Anyone get a chance to look at those?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
wow. Well done, Bill. Well done. Who else looked at it? That's fine, Neil. That's minus 25%. Yeah, that's minus 15%,
I'm gonna
Sonia.
need that 25% for assignment too.
Gonna make you suffer. You opened the email. Well done, Tyler Lee. Guys, so if we, I think that's minus 10% at least. Guys, so mega trends are those significant potential changes that we can anticipate in the external environment. And the term mega is it impacts at a global level, and obviously trends, as we know, trends essentially take a particular path and will change in terms of that path. So some of the trends that we can expect to continue in, oh golly, didn't it open? I'm sorry, Mandy. So the trends that are likely to continue into the future and will make significant differences in the future. The first one is urbanization. Now, in terms of urbanization, there are lots of consequences, including putting a heck of a lot of pressures on cities. I know, for example, that Cape Town is considering setting up a second major city. Anyone here from Cape Town? Charles, are you aware of the new city for the Cape Province? Sorry, I'm typing here so I can just show you guys what is there. Just want to find here. I can't find the article that I read. Yeah, there's definitely something happening, and it's the fact that Cape Town, in terms of where it's positioned, they're looking up at a second, creating a new city. Um, New city, maybe I should try that. It's a heck of a yeah. So here it is, guys. No, maybe it's not, and I'm not finding the article, and I might be. Yeah, there it is, guys. And I think that's the future of Cape Town, 25 kilometers from Cape Town. Well, that's exactly it. But in terms of what the plan is, this is the now let's look at that. That is the plan. So there is a belief that there will be a second city within 25 kilometers of Cape Town, and it is because of the pressures on of Cape Town at the moment. And then on top of that, it's the fact that you have so many people moving there. And you're right, Charles. It's. I mean, first of all, I would rather live in Cape Town than in bloody Pietermaritzburg. I can tell you that, or anywhere in KwaZulu-Natal. But yeah, my oldest son is there, and I would love to be there. And my matric kid goes there next year to study. So I read this thing, guys, and I can't find the actual article, but you read stuff and then yeah, may need a new city. So you're right, Chelsea. The pressure is so significant, and there is this plan of a second city, yeah, a couple of kilometers from Cape Town, and the truth is we have this as a semigration, I think that's the term, where everyone from everywhere else is moving to Cape Town. In terms of urbanization, I think that it's going to happen in larger areas. One of the headaches that we have at the moment with rising sea levels is that we have lots of land in the future that will be lost to the ocean, and people will then have to move away from ocean sides towards essentially um, cities. Right. So the first one, to me, that is one. The second one, and Cape Town, and I don't want to pick on Cape Town, does know a bit about this. There is a belief that the next war, and I think this is the reason for the war in the Ukraine, that the next war will be about resources. And drinking water is that precious resource that would be included in that list of things that people would go to war for. South Africa is a water poor country. There is a really good chance, guys, that we are facing another El Nino phenomenon. And that means that there might be 6 years of drought in South Africa. I want to quickly see if I can. Where is that? It's the El Nino. Why am I not finding it? Um, okay, I don't know why they spell it like that. It is the El Nino effect. Sorry, I might have it back to front, guys, and we might be in a phase of El Nino now. So here is the prediction that we'll go into an El Nino. I should know this actually. El Nino. I don't know why I've got the two back to front. My apologies. And we are looking at a severe drought in the next couple of years, guys. There's a real concern. And I think we know that in terms of, I think what will happen is that Cape Town again would struggle in terms of water shortage. I think, Chelsea, I don't know if you remember back where you guys were limited to what, 2 minutes of shower or something like that a couple of years ago, and there is a real concern. But the next war, yeah, it was hectic. I had to do um, workshops there, and my golly, I suffer from a bit of eczema, so I have to keep my skin very clean. And I suffered there, to be brutally honest with you. I really suffered, guys. And then globalization, yeah, we've got this new globalization where there are certain. I absolutely. But even now, if you go over a certain limit, the Cape Town water prices are insane. I know that there's a limit, and if you now go over it, is that still in place? I know that was in place about a year or two ago. If you went over that limit, the price per liter escalated significantly, guys. And then globalization. Okay. Yeah. No, it's not as bad. Absolutely not as bad. Guys, in terms of globalization, yeah, I think what we've seen in terms of globalization, the first one is that there's a new form of globalization. We have these two areas of power being developed. And on the one side, you have America, you have the UK, you have the EU, you have Australia, you have New Zealand. And on the other side, you have the extended BRICS. I don't know if I made the prediction on here, and if I did, then yeah, it's not a good prediction about what will happen to South Africa if we continue aligning ourselves with Russia and China. I did say that we will start losing funding in terms of AGOA, etc., from America. I don't know if I made that prediction here, guys. Can anyone remember? I definitely made it in my third year class. And what we've seen happen is exactly that. And you don't want to be accurate in these kinds of predictions, because the simple truth is sorry, I need to just enter there. I don't know if anyone saw this. Yeah, it was quite hectic in terms of what the Americans started saying. Now, all of these things affect us in one way or another in terms of the global environment. Did anyone see this news article, read this news article? But it's quite poignant because, we do, yeah, maneuvers, military maneuvers, training maneuvers with Russia and China. And then you see that kind of point made by this guy. Now, what is quite interesting, guys, is no one's going to claim that he's being racist. It is an African American guy, and yeah, that to me was quite a poignant statement. And then you see Naledi Pandor, yeah, try and fancy accent her way out of this. The simple truth is, this is the other statement that he made. And the essence of it is that we get a GOA funding. Now, GOA funding looks after our HIV initiatives. It is 5 billion rand a year, 5 billion, 5.25, my apologies. And then there are the other things, because US aid will disappear. And essentially, unless we can prove that we're not colluding with America's enemies, we will forego that funding. And the simple truth is, yeah, there's tons of money that is going to disappear because of stupidity and aligning ourselves with yeah, a partner that we shouldn't align ourselves with. I'm trying not to be political, but that's tough luck, guys. I think the truth is we need to know all of these things, guys. And then you can see some of the others. Climate change, incredibly real. We're setting temperatures every new record temp. Well, we remember when the Mother Russia, the ship was here. We gave them arms, and we thought that would be okay. Sorry, I can't see. So, arms, Mother Russia, so South Africa. I just want to show you guys, and I'm sure you saw this article. Um, yeah, we donated arms to Russia, and then we started lying. And remember, our Minister of yeah, Russia has massive, and then we give them weapons, and then we start lying about it, guys. Then we start lying about it. Yeah, our foreign minister. Yeah, I need to show you. Who remembers what the foreign minister said? Who remembers? This is, yeah, guys. So be impressed by our politicians. I won't say it, although I honestly don't care. Yeah. Okay. I don't know whether this is opening. Yeah, our Minister of Defense didn't cover herself in glory. Okay, IOL is now taking a bit of time to open for some reason. Golly, man. Sorry, I'll go to Daily Maverick. She used that term, a nice Afrikaans term, in saying nothing was actually loaded, but arms disappeared. I don't know if who saw that, if anyone saw that. Yeah, covering ourselves. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one, the Mother Russia, they loaded it full of arms. They can't account for arms. We gave Russia arms, guys, against it. But this term here, and I don't know if IOL is opening at the moment because it's starting to annoy me. Yeah, this is what was said by our wonderful Minister Medise. Peace Afrikaans hier. If you know what it means, then yeah, it is so offensive. It's a word I won't even say on online. Did anyone see that? Guys, you need to, if you've not seen this, you need to start reading the news, in particular in terms of what we're doing here. Right. So, and then the energy shortage, climate change. We know that there is this massive bit of climate change happening. Yeah. I thought I'd know. I took Mandy this links off one of the articles that I shared for you guys. So it links from that one. I'm just looking at those. And then, yeah, the energy crisis. The truth is, we should be going with renewables, and certainly we also know that we have hydrogen in our pocket. Please have a glance at these guys. Yeah, there's certain mega trends. This is a wonderful, wonderful page. It really is impressive. And then that one there. This is, yeah, you can see similar things being said by different people. I quite like this one, Statistica. You can have a glance at that one as well. So we see these changes in the environment, and the essence of it is that these changes will continue. Well, we also shouldn't be burning coal to prevent load shedding. Prior to COVID, there were South African private firms, private green energy providers that had signed a deal to plug into the electricity grid. And the moment COVID, all those deals were killed because of force majeure. Now, force majeure, well, you guys can look up what force majeure is, but essentially they said we don't need the extra electricity. And now, 4 years and 3 months later, we still haven't re-signed those contracts. So we don't need load shedding. But you know what happens in terms of supply and demand, and you guys would have done this with Paula or Cheryl. The bigger the demand, what happens when demand goes up? More you can charge, guys. Yeah, but you're right. We shouldn't be burning coal. We should be using wind power, solar power, water power. But again, you can't hide corruption. You can hide corruption in carbon cycles, but not in renewables. Mind you, I'm pretty sure our guys will find ways of hiding corruption in there. Okay, guys, so if we go through this, okay, let me do it this way, otherwise I'm going to have to keep exiting. So in terms of the environments, we know that it's the microenvironment. In terms of the microenvironment, remember, it's everything we control, the external environment, and that's the analysis that you had to do, guys. Remember, the external environment has two components to it. It has the industry component, and it then has the macro component or the society component and the market component. A lot of people left that component out. Well, it's exactly that, Boya. We haven't re-signed the contracts that were signed prior to 2019. Why? Why were those contracts not re-signed and then cancelled immediately when COVID happened? These kinds of things irk me, guys. The one thing that you need to do, though, is you need to read more. You need to look at the news. You need to be aware what's happening, in particular, if you want to go into this kind of strategic management field, because we know that we now have intelligence managers, strategic managers, etc. And it's a hell of an interesting field because you want to be at the cutting edge of things and be able to make predictions, and that SQ that I spoke about earlier, that strategic intelligence. Guys, I'm not going to go through all of these. You know these very well at this stage. So, in terms of the business itself, yeah, it's the resources, it's the culture, it's the structure of the organization, it's our policies, it's our procedures, it's everything that we control, including our vision and our mission and our objectives within our strategic plan and operational and other plans. In terms of this, competitors, yeah. So what you want to do is you want to first figure out which industry you're in. Now, if you want to see something scary, and it's possibly going to backfire on me, but we'll try. If we looked at car manufacturers and we started at A, which manufacturers do we have for A? Come, guys, who are the A's? The Alpha, the Audi. Come on, don't let me do all of this. The Aston, obviously Aston Martin. Any other A's? If we go B, Who are the Bs? Guys, I'm trying to prove a point. Goodness me. BMW, obviously. Yeah, show off. Mandy, Bugatti. I didn't even know we can get Bugattis in this country, but I'm pretty sure I've misspelt it. It might be two T's. Is it two T's? Ah, Bugatti, other B's. What the hell is a Brabus? Is Brabus not Lotus or something like that? It's a brand. It's a model. Bentley. Oh, is it a kit? Bentley. I didn't know. I've heard of Brabus, but I thought it was a. It's
So
an
Brabus,
aftermarket.
yeah, it's Brabus. They partner with Mercedes on their high-end stuff. It's like a Maybach
Oh, that's it.
as well
Yeah.
for
So
Mercedes.
it's the Mercedes Black and those kinds of things. It's that those kinds of extras.
Yeah.
Okay. I I've heard of Brabus. That's pretty impressive that you know that, Charles. That's impressive. And then C. Okay, that's okay. C. Come, guys. Do we still have these guys here? Yeah. Yeah. No, remember it's not Corvette. Corvette is a model. Okay, so my gosh, you guys are moving. It's interesting. Chev, I shouldn't put there because they had left the industry. So Cherry, what am I saying? Yeah, Corvette. Oh, it is Corvette Stingray. Sorry, what am I saying? Chelsea, you have expensive taste or quick taste. Citroen, yeah, we don't have many Citroens here. I think we only have the SUVs. Cadillac, do we still have Cadillac in the country? Jess, I have a feeling that Cadillac and Chrysler might not be in the country anymore, but I'll put Chrysler and Cadillac, but I think they've left the country. I'm certain Cadillac has left the country. Okay, in terms of D, oh gosh, why can't I spell Cadillac? Dodge, yeah. Golly, now I've changed the rules. Dodge, who else do we have? Daihatsu, golly, yeah. Daihatsu, Datsun, yeah. Datsun might have left the country, but we still see Datsun around. At some point, the cheapest vehicle on the road, Datsun. And then I won't go much further. E, I don't think we have E's, do we? Cars that start with E. Oh my gosh, yeah. Don't say electric. Yeah, I don't think we have here. That's quite interesting that we have no E's. We can go etc. No. Okay, the last one, F. Now let's see the high taste, obviously Ford. Yo, yes, you guys are quick. Okay, I won't go further. Ford, Fiat. Who else is there, guys? Ferrari. Ferrari. Gosh, I'm misspelling Ferrari. Am I? Obviously, I'll misspell it because I don't think much of Ferraris. Ferrari. Hold on a second. Come right. And I don't know if I've missed any others, guys. Fiat, yeah, etc. Now, if you look at that, it's a real indication of how tough it is to compete in this market. Now we're at F, and yeah, we're nearly filling up the page. So now let's look at our cell phone providers, our broadband providers. How many? We have MTN. Yeah, MTN. We have Vodacom. We have Cell C.
Telcom. Yeah.
En ja, genigtig Telkom. ETA, that's Telkom heet Tyroli. Is ETA Telkom? I think they are. Yeah. Arraign, yeah. Not a cell phone provider, but a broadband provider. Yeah.
It's
ETA
actually
is
only these
Telkom.
four, sir.
Yeah, it's only those four, actually, those first four
Because
that
the rest are
provide both broadband.
MVNOs.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you, Dill. Thank you for that. Yeah, I didn't know
Yes,
that. Um, Yeah, MWeb is MTN as well. Now, if we look at the level of competition there, we're only at F, guys. Here we've exhausted the whole thing. Now, let's go to the next one. How many electricity providers are there?
Is it not one?
Yeah. And we can see in terms of efficiency, in terms of innovation, what it does to have many competitors. And then you've got this here. I think we pay the most for connectivity in the world, using the Big Mac standard. Yeah, and dan hierdie nonsense here and this rubbish here. And I think we know what it means. Inefficient, expensive, useless, etc. So, being in an industry where there are lots of competitors is a good thing because you're forced to be on your toes. Which is the biggest selling vehicle in the country? Yeah, didn't last long. Itumeleng didn't last long at all, actually. Which is the biggest selling vehicle? Yeah, well, you pay taxes. Yeah. Um, biggest selling vehicle, Toyota first. Volkswagen is third actually now. Yeah, Volkswagen is third, Dylan GTI. Suzuki is now the second biggest brand in the country. Anyone here own a Suzuki? My wife loves a Suzuki. We got two Suzukis. Reno, you drive a Suzuki. Russ, again, what is a Suzuki like? All the chicks drive a Swift.
It does the job.
It does the job. Okay.
But they're
Yeah,
comfy, they're
no.
comfortable, and they low maintenance costs.
Yeah, no, that's true. They have a chain instead of a timing belt and all those nice things. Which Suzuki do you have, Russ, again?
I drive the Baleno, the
Baleno,
1.5 liter
Baleno.
Baleno.
Yeah, very, very
The
cool.
copy and
Well, I
paste
have
of the
nothing bad to
Starlet.
say. Just say that again.
The copy and paste of the Toyota Starlet.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. That's it. And Toyota and Suzuki now in a strategic partnership. Yeah, can I just say we have two Suzukis, and I'm going to have to tell my middle kid that he's a chick because he drives a Swift. Chelsea, I'll remind him. I know. Espresso in fact is the code for a manure, guys. S plus P plus S and all of that equals S as equals manure. Please tell me that no one drives an espresso here because I've just offended their vehicle. Okay. Right. Guys, I'm the sad creature that for the last 30 years has driven a Volkswagen, so I shouldn't say too much. Yeah, with the very
But
small
that is
tire.
diesel. I mean petrol, and you put diesel in there.
Well, he's an idiot. We know that by now. Okay, guys. So if we look at the specifics, customers and changing customers, and obviously having money is a key element, and disposable income. In terms of suppliers, yeah, obviously provide us with our inputs, strategic partners. This is where Toyota, and it's a new addition and it's a variation on the theme, but this is where Toyota and Suzuki essentially work together. There are so many duplicates. The one thing that Suzuki will not give Toyota to duplicate is which model. Is one model they've dug their heels in. Oh yeah, for everyone. Yeah, everyone is doing it. Where everyone's doing it. But Suzuki and Toyota use the same body. At least Volkswagen's body uh, sits over a Ford. Oh yeah, Volkswagen is everything, guys. It's the most insane. Yeah, they have, well, Audi is Lambo, but Volkswagen has Audi. Yeah, and then yeah, so Audi owns Lambo, and the only reason Audi has Lambo is because they couldn't launch the R8 without some of the Lambo technologies. Yeah, that's the one, Mark. They will not let them get their hands on the Jimny. So Toyota wanted to put their badge on a Jimny, and Suzuki has said no. They share all the others, but yeah, you'll never see a Toyota that looks like a Jimny. And you can understand because there's nothing more Suzuki than a Jimny. I mean, let's be honest. Charles, I think it's the fact that the Jimny has the same off-road capability as a Range Rover. It's a car that is so closely associated with Suzuki that they're going to dig their heels in over that one. So we see the strategic partners, and you're right about the Volkswagen Amarok. The Volkswagen Amarok, and essentially the Amarok being nothing but a Ford Ranger underneath, other than Volkswagen boasts about using their own software. The simple truth is I wouldn't boast about my software if I were to, Volkswagen. The Supra is a BMW, absolutely, and that's why it's not taken off, because the old Supra is such an iconic vehicle. Yeah, it is pretty nice, but you can buy the BMW if you want. I can see where. Oh yeah, 86. Oh yeah, but remember, 86 is a mixture between Toyota and Subaru. The 86 has the Subaru boxed engine in, and that's what made the 86. Remember, the old Supra, my gosh, that is iconic. And remember this you can see where Chelsea's heading. I mean, Brabus and everything fast. Chelsea, do you drive like a crazy person? And remember, just to say, the Subaru version of the you like customizations. I can clearly see that, Chelsea. I thought Rasigan would be telling us that. How's that for a bit of racism, guys? Tiburon was amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah, but yeah, for me, the Toyota 86 is also iconic. Rasigan is ignoring me. Yeah, Indian guys and cars. He's obviously not living up to the Naidu. Rasigan, are you? That is so rude, Russigan. Remember to rate me down. Guys, yeah, Triburon was amazing. But the truth is, yeah, the BRZ is the Toyota 86, but it is an iconic vehicle. Chelsea's clearly petrol head. Um, Sportage, yeah, um, yeah, and that's not bad. Yeah, I couldn't see myself. Oh my word, Chelsea loves her vehicles. Gosh, I'm very, very impressed, Chelsea. Okay, guys, and then yeah, just to move on from the regulators, and yeah, I suppose the biggest regulator in the country, the biggest regulator in the country has to be the Competitions Board or the Competitions Bureau. Guys, and then just in terms of the macro factors, I'm not going to go through these, you know them well enough. International around globalization and the one world economy, the free movement of products, services, skills, and finances across traditional boundaries. We've seen moves that have been anti-globalization. So China deciding that they're going to go it alone in from 2030 in terms of being their own supply chain in terms of their electronics, and then obviously the split in terms of Brexit, and then idiot Trump going make America great again, and then essentially what he's caused is literally just to cause China now to go it alone as well. And then, yeah, the technological dimension, as I think the reality is, we're now at that stage in terms of artificial intelligence, robotics being introduced, self-driving vehicles. Also, if you want to look at taxis, drone taxis, so you will have the future very, very close in terms of drone taxis picking up people from airports, dropping them off. We're not far away from that. It's on, Mandy, it's on VC Learn. Oh my gosh, Mandy, it's on VC Learn. Um, Charles, I think trains are In terms of trains, you're burning coal to move trains. Because if it's electricity, we're burning coal to make electricity. But you're right. The collapse of the rail system is causing serious headaches in terms of investment. Okay, no problem. Geen probleem nie, Mandy. Guys, and then just technological dimension. We've spoken about that. Yeah, but I think, we only recently got Uber here. Now we have a couple of Ubers running in Pietermaritzburg. How long have you been catching Ubers in Cape Town? So Cape Town is so far ahead of the rest of the country. And if you're saying this, you must know how bad Joburg and Natal, etc. are. Botswana roads bad, Walter. Yeah. Yeah, don't think our roads are good, boy. Don't think our roads are that good anymore because the dongas that we encounter. You don't have Uber. Well, you need internet for Uber, I suppose. Oh, that is so rude. No, sorry, boy. Yeah. Gosh, imagine. No, absolutely. Absolutely. The 100%. You are, I mean, trucks destroy roads and we keep defaulting to trucks to transport stuff. Right, guys, and then the economic dimension. Yeah, what is our exchange rate at the moment? What is our exchange rate in terms of dollar? Let's use dollar. No nonsense, Mandy. Absolute rubbish. Hold on a second, Mandy. Which group are you in, Mandy? Group 1 or group 2? 1894. Yeah. If you want to see something very scary, the prediction is that after this election, we're going to start building to 30 Rand a dollar. 30 Rand a dollar.
Henny, so
Yeah,
you changed the whole look of VC Learn, and then when I went on another day, it was back to the old look. So they removed a lot of the stuff that you put on.
donker. Okay, laat ek gou kyk.
Because you had everything nicely in a slide set up, and now it's back to the old
What did these
with
go and do?
learning units laid out and all of that.
Ag my genigtig. No man, there it is.
So
Mandy,
right at the
there it
bottom,
is.
there's only the last unit slide is at the bottom.
You kidding me? So are you group 2, Mandy?
I don't know, I'm with Chelsea and those guys.
Oh, genigtig. You don't want to be in a group with Charles. Charles is in the modified group with lowered suspension and stuff. She's the lowered suspension group. Mandy, what's your surname? Swart.
Swart.
Nee man, jy's op hierdie groep hier. Dis group. What group is this? Group 1. Gerardo, we'll talk about how to prepare for the exams, but the slides are pretty good, but we'll prepare properly. So the slides would be more than enough, but I would use it just as a guide. Nee, Mandy, jy kyk na die verkeerde goed, man. Sorry, guys, I'm just quickly helping Mandy. It's under more resources. Oh my gosh, there, Mandy. If Chelsea's seeing it, you should see it. It's this stuff here, that gedai. Okay, unless something's gone wrong with your VC Learn. Thanks, Charles. Can you just stick it on the group? Just stick it on the group if you don't mind. Okay, sorry, Mandy. Who knows what the heck is going on in the world? Right, economic dimension, obviously, exchange rates. If you want to see something scary, yeah, I really am not here to make people feel sad. GDP, South Africa. No, let me use that one. Where is that? I want to get the actual GDP growth rates. I might not find it now. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, so this is how scary it is. And maybe I shouldn't look at GDP. No, that's it. Guys, so if we look at the strongest economy, I don't know if you're seeing that. Is that disturbing? Nigeria first, Egypt second, South Africa third. To who is this a surprise? Who's surprised by that? That we're now third in the country. We used to be number one. Yeah, neither am I, where Nigeria is growing rapidly and they've got a lot of corruption as well, but they've at least got more electricity than we have. Yeah, coefficient is the highest in the world, guys. Yeah, our Gini coefficient, which looks at the wealth distribution in the country. Thanks so much, Chelsea. You're a superstar. Plus 10%, so you only need 80% now. Yeah, our Gini coefficient is 0.67, which is the highest in the world. So in terms of economic distribution, yeah, we have the biggest divide between people who are wealthy and those that don't have money. Gini is a massive, and it is the highest in the world, which is hell of a depressing. Yeah, no, you have to. You need another 80, Charles, then you'll be fine. Yeah, Itumaleng, it's sad. It's sad that we become blasé about it. It's just, yeah, we've buggered this place up. Guys, in terms of, yeah, other things, exchange rates, interest rate, you guys will remember was left exactly the same yesterday. And yeah, our interest rate is very high. If you want to look, you can look yourself where we are in terms of the world. I think, is it Slovenia or something like that has the lowest interest rate? I can't remember offhand. Yeah. And then, guys, in terms of the social cultural dimension, I think here we look at values, belief systems, and diversity and the essence of what drives purchasing decisions. Political, legal, yeah, let's not talk about that. And we've done international. So in terms of the external environment, so you have to look at both the general and the task environment. And yeah, so if we look at some of these, and it's quite a nice one to look at because it is the McDonald's one. Yeah, in terms of that, the significant numbers of restaurants globally, yeah, in 115 countries. So when you talk about a footprint, this is as global as it gets. And then, yeah, in terms of economic dimensions, I think the reality is they face a lot of issues. To also just say, guys, and this is an aside to go back to one of the previous slides, this slide, we also have the highest unemployment rate in the world. Is anyone surprised by that, that we have the highest unemployment rate in the world? Mind you, also, Cyril's promised, what, 3 million jobs in a week when he gets elected. So, no, it is us. I don't know what India's unemployment rates, oh golly, rates per country. I don't know what India, they're definitely nowhere near us, Charles. Oh no, well, what is this showing me? Okay, maybe you are right. I thought it's South Africa, and I'm going to look at the um, okay, we don't have 2024 ratings here. Yeah, and they pay tax. Charles, I honestly was under the impression that it is us, with a significantly high unemployment rate. Let me just share this one now. Unfortunately, this is 2022. We've just popped over 41% unemployment now, so which is also disturbing. Where is India? India, what? Where's South Africa? I don't know how to read this. Sorry, guys. You're saying stuff. It's below. India doesn't have a high unemployment rate. Let's see how they show the South Africa. Yeah, now this is 2 years old. We've just popped over 41%, guys. We now an unemployment rate of 41.1% unemployment rate. South Africa. I'm going to look at 2024. 20. Oh, goodness me. 2024. Yeah, the latest stats have just come out in terms of our unemployment. Yeah, here. This is from Stats. There we are, Chelsea. Yeah, 41.1%. And remember, there's a no, it is Itumeleng, and yeah, and every bloody election, people promise to create jobs. Yeah, well, that's also, and our grants are not that good. Our grants are definitely not that good. But yeah, so we've popped over 40% down. I think you guys know that in 2008 we changed our definition of unemployment, and the new definition is unless you're actively looking for a job, you're not considered unemployed. Prior to 2008, it was if you were or could be economically active but couldn't find a job. Now, with the new definition, it reduces the actual percentage by 10%. So that you need to add another 10% to, because people who have given up, who literally have run out of money to go to cities and towns to look for jobs, have simply given up. And you can just see this is a 2022 number, and we've popped up, 13% since then, 13.3%. Yeah, that's exactly it. But if you are no longer actively looking for a job, then so people who go for subsistence farming and things like that, and because they've given up, are not considered unemployed. It's a dodgy definition, but it is the International Labour Organization definition. Guys, and then just in terms of technology, we've seen significant changes in McDonald's. I'm not a big fan of McDonald's, but yeah, in-store changes have been significant with the touchscreen, fewer people to serve. Yeah, social cultural, you can see some of the changes there. One of the big changes that's hit McDonald's is this move to a health conscious part of being health conscious on the part of potential customers, yeah, and then government standards, etc., etc., etc. So I'm not going to go through this. You know this really well, and you'll remember the sideways picture. Those of you that for the task environment use Porter's 5 forces, absolutely fine. It is the preferred one, and well done if you've used Porter's in the task environment. Okay. And then in terms of the organization, we've spoken about that. It's everything that you control. And I'm not going to go through this, guys. You've done this since grade 9, and you've done it in first, second, and third year. I'm not doing it in fourth year. You can have a glance at this. I think for me, it's more about you guys becoming aware of the world. Porter's 5 forces. I am not teaching Porter's again. You guys have seen Porter's so many times, and you did it in third year as well. I am not teaching that. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop there. It is nearly, yeah, we've spoken about how turbulent the environment is. This was your assignment question, so we've gone through it, and well done on those, guys. And that is it. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it quits there, but we'll